In the shed with a head. In this episode of In the Shed with Ed, I'm going to be going through the fluid bed sluice that I made a few months back last season. Couple 3 weeks ago, I had a member of our YouTube community, Hugo Chavez, asking me some questions. Here it is. What kind of plywood is that? Well, that's a good question, Hugo. It's an underlayment called Sure Ply. It's a 1/4 inch thick, and where you need be, you can wood glue it together, and I'll be showing you the Flex Seal spray that I used on it. Here in a little bit, I'll be bringing down the sluice and going through it a little more for you. But overall, it's approximately about 47 inches long, straight through it. The angles are 4 feet. It's 26 1/4 inches wide in the back, in the inlet part of the sluice, and up towards the business end of the fluid bed, it's 10 inches at the very front, at the business end. The plunge plate is a 3/16 plunge plate that I salvaged off a job. It covered a cool air inlet or something like that. I can't remember right offhand, but there was a fan behind it and stuff. And I was demoing it, and I say, hey, I could use that. And that's what that is. Anything you can find can work. I'll be going through the nuts and bolts of the gold trap itself, the fluid bed section and the classifier here in a minute when I bring down the sluice box and I show you all. So the whole trap itself, the fluid bed trap's 6 inches. I'll show you that more. And it's 10 inches, and in 6 inches you gain a couple of inches, so you're talking about 10 inches or so, or 12 inches, 13 inches. We'll get into that more. I'll break out my tape measure and I'll show you. But until then, let me finish my coffee and I'll get right back to you here in just a second. Alright, now that you're back, we can go through this a little more. This area here is 10 inches at the very end of the business end. And the trap area is 10 by 12 by 6. You have roughly a 10-degree angle from front to back. It gains approximately 4 inches in a foot. So you have 10 inches here, and in the back front, on the upstream side, you have 26 1/4 inches. Everything's 1/4 inch. You can buy this material in 4x4 sheets. It comes in real handy. It's easier to transport and stuff. It seems it's for underlayment on floors and stuff, for tile and stuff. It's a subflooring, so it's really durable. Now here with your 1-inch pipes, you have a pipe that's approximately 7.5 inches long. And when you put it in there, you want it to be flush on the very inside of the wall right here. I'll bring you down closer for a closer look at it. Okay, now that you have a better angle of the pipes, what I have here is a 7.5 inch long 1 inch pipe with, I believe these are 3/8 holes, 1/4 inch holes. They could probably even be 3/8. I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 holes in each one of them. I have one hole right in the center, then come off 2 inches from each side for the other 2 holes. If you see back in there, there's a 1/4 inch step up for the classifier. It works like a nugget trap right along here, along the slick plate type, and I'll show you that better. But you want, this is a double wall back here. It's the full height of the slick plate, about 4 inches, 3 3/4 inches. The back wall here is to the very bottom of the slick plate. The slick plate rests on top of it, so all the water is forced through these pipes, and you want to have a snug fit. Yeah, it makes it a little hard on getting them in. It'd be a little easier if I waited to paint them, but fit in there snug. And that wall, it comes all the way up, so this chamber's completely cut off from the chamber below the slick plate, that the water comes through and forces the water through these 3 pipes, causing the fluid bed here in the trap area. I'll spin it around, give you a look from that end. As you can see, I have approximately 4 inches here. I got a stiffener there to support the slick plate up here. I have a very large slick plate. This is modeled after pretty much Bazooka's fluid bed sluice. Their bigger one, I believe it's the Minor or whatever, but I don't have a few $100s to go throw out on a sluice, even though they are built really nice. I happen to like my trap classification better than theirs. I have used theirs in the past. I'll take up an opportunity to use the Bazooka again in the future if I can. But you know, guys, I like building things myself and seeing how they work, and so, you know, here I am. Now, Hugo, this stuff here, it's True Seal. I got it at AutoZone or O'Reilly's. I even picked up some at the Dollar General store, about $5-7 depending where you go. But it's a Flex Seal type spray. This is by Krylon, True Seal Black. It's a rubberized coating, and I sprayed it inside and out while I was building, like you saw in the video you commented me on back around 3 weeks ago or so. Just spray it really good and make sure you have a paintable caulking that's really durable, exterior paintable caulking that you could spray this over without any kind of chemical reaction and stuff. I'll bring it closer here in a little bit so you could see more of the detail of the fluid trap, Hugo, and whoever else who might have been wondering, and this video may help. Give me a second. Alright, now here for a better look inside. There's the trap. See that 1/4 inch rise in it? And then there's a break in my punch plate here, and that actually becomes a nugget trap. I've seen bullets and lead lay in there, so I know gold will. There's only a 1/4 inch difference from this elevation here to the deck elevation here, and the material slides off really nice, like you saw in my other video where I'm out on the stream giving her a go. It's total about 4 feet. I'm going to be building a new one here, and I'll show you kind of what I'm thinking about. A little smaller. Usually I do custom as you go stuff, but I decided to draw up some stuff. And here's my next fluid bed. It's gonna be like 7 inches here at the business end to only 18 1/4 down at the upriver side on the slick plate. It's still gonna have the same traps area, 6 inches, 7, and then it'd be 8, 9 to here, and on up. It's roughly gonna be like 2 inches shy of this and up in here somewhere. But there's my sketches for my next fluid bed project. And yeah, that will probably end up being kind of custom as you go too, but that's how I like it. If this weather keeps up, I might take this out and do some shoveling through it. Well, okay. Alright, Hugo, I hope that helps, amigo, and I believe you're from the States. I hope this helped. I hope I got it made in time for you to build your own and to be some help to you, if any. I appreciate you being a subscriber and a viewer and commenting to my channel, to my posts and whatnot. I welcome all comments, constructive criticism, but okay, well, I'm gonna wrap it up, get some things to do, clean out my shop some more, so I'll let you all go, but thanks for joining me in this episode of In the Shed with Ed, going through my fluid bed sluice. And I have no idea what I'll come up with next, but we'll see. Until then, may you always have a flash in your pan, and you know what I always say. Maybe one day too, I'll see you on the river.